Loading railroad ties onto a truck or trailer can cause severe injury if not managed properly. The following procedures will help prevent such potential injuries and keep you and your customers safe. Only qualified and certified forklift operators should be used to load railroad ties onto a truck or trailer. Keep all non-participating individuals away from the loading operation. Only the forklift operator should be active in the loading process, and possibly one other employee. No one should be on the truck or trailer during loading operations, or standing on the sides of the truck or trailer without the permission of the forklift operator. The driver or customer should remain in the cab or directed to go outside of the designated area until the ties are loaded. If the tie load will be large and the cab has a rear window, it would be practical for the customer to wait outside of the loading area. Customers should never be permitted to participate in the loading process. In some cases, 2 qualified employees should be considered for loading ties depending on the difficulty. If available, ties should be loaded in an isolated area of the property, away from customer and pedestrian traffic. If the customer is receiving entire bundles, the forklift operator should load the ties from the side of the vehicle whenever possible. Because a tie bundle can exceed 3,000 pounds, the customer and any other non-participating individuals should be at a safe distance from the loading operation. When loading entire bundles of railroad ties, the banding should remain in place until unloaded and the tie bundle is safely on the ground. Never cut the banding while the tie bundle is elevated. If bands are cut when the bundle is elevated, the ties can roll uncontrollably and can cause severe injury or even death. Also, ensure the truck or trailer has adequate capacity to support the weight of the tie bundle when placed, and never go under a vehicle while it's being loaded. Care should be taken when loading individual ties. Hand, foot, and back injuries can occur if safety is not considered. Before cutting the steel band, make sure the bundle is on level ground. Use only long-handled cutters and stand to the side of the bundle because the tension in the band can cause injury when cut. To reduce risks, ties should be loaded with a forklift. Never load ties from an elevated bundle or partial, unstable bundle of ties. Lift no more than 3 to 4 ties at a time with the forklift. Use only the single row capacity of the forks. Travel slowly to the vehicle with the load low to the ground. Once the vehicle is reached, raise the load to a height just above the sides of the truck or trailer. Do not unload ties from forks that are at excessive heights or allowed to drop at distances over 12 inches. Slowly slide the ties off onto the truck bed or trailer deck. Ties are usually loaded from the rear end of the truck to avoid damage to the side of the truck. Trailers or flatbed trucks can be loaded from the side. The forks can be tilted forward slightly to more easily slide the ties, but not to the point where the ties slide off the forks without the assistance from an employee. Be aware at all times that ties are heavy, about 200 pounds each, and can pinch or crush fingers, hands, and feet. To avoid possible injury, railroad ties should not be loaded by hand. Personnel loading ties should wear appropriate personal protective equipment, or PPE. Minimum PPE to be worn should include leather gloves, work boots, preferably with safety toes, and safety glasses. Long-sleeve shirts provide additional protection for the skin, and high-visibility vests may be considered. Material Safety Data Sheets, or MSDS, for railroad ties should be available for employees and customers upon request. A review of OSHA Regulation CFR 1926.20 and 1926.21 will be helpful in maintaining compliance with safety and training requirements and keeping employees safe. OSHA Regulation CFR 1910.178 offers requirements for forklift operation. If employees adhere to the above procedures, the risk associated with loading railroad ties will be significantly minimized or eliminated. A monthly or seasonal safety briefing which reviews these methods and procedures is encouraged and recommended. Be sure to always include new employees or those that could potentially load railroad ties.